You finally got them down. The house is quiet. You close your eyes, and exactly 1 hour later, they are awake again. The exhaustion sets in immediately, followed by the guilt and the sinking feeling that you're struggling to keep your head above water. Millions of parents are staring at their own digital clocks at this exact moment. This isn't a result of your parenting choices or a sign of a difficult baby. It's a matter of timing. We have to look at why this wake-up happens almost exactly on the hour, every single hour. Surviving the night requires stepping away from the frustration to understand the precise, mechanical, biological clock ticking inside your infant's brain. This diagram shows the difference between adult and infant sleep architecture. An adult sleep cycle is a long, smooth wave lasting 90 minutes. An infant cycle is tightly compressed, completing a full circuit in just 45 to 60 minutes. Watch the infant wave. The baby descends into light sleep, hits a brief trough of deep rest, and then immediately climbs back towards the surface. When adults reach the peak of a sleep wave, we briefly stir, unconsciously adjust, and slide into the next cycle. But an infant's wave lacks that bridge. At the peak, they wake up completely. To find their way back, they look for their sleep associations, the specific environmental conditions they experienced when they first fell asleep. If your baby was rocked or fed at the start of that wave, their brain logged those inputs as the requirements for sleep. At the peak of the next cycle, the brain realizes those inputs are gone and sounds an alarm to get them back. Around 4 months, the brain maturing only makes this harder. It introduces more frequent spikes into that light sleep threshold, essentially thinning the bridge between cycles. The infant brain is functioning exactly as designed, sounding an alarm because the pieces of its sleep environment have gone missing. There is a common instinct to keep a baby awake longer during the day so they're tired enough for the night. In reality, skipping naps makes those hourly wake-ups more frequent. Overtiredness triggers a massive release of cortisol, the body's stress hormone. This hormone keeps the brain in a fight or flight state, which physically blocks the sleep wave from descending into the deep sleep trough, trapping the baby in the light sleep threshold. Feeding patterns add another layer of complexity. If a baby isn't receiving enough calories during the day, their brain won't have the chemical satisfaction needed to resettle at 2 a.m. Elevated stress hormones, missing daytime calories, and habitual sleep associations combine at the 60-minute mark to ensure a full, crying wake-up. A baby's inability to link sleep cycles at midnight is often the result of biological triggers set in motion 12 hours earlier. Solving the 2 a.m. wake-up requires altering the habits established during the day. You have to follow wake windows, the specific amount of time your baby can stay awake before their system triggers that cortisol release. Environmental constants are just as vital. Using white noise and darkness ensures the nursery looks and sounds the same at the start of the night as it does during a mid-cycle wake-up. Controlling daytime chemistry and maintaining a static environment removes the triggers that force the brain into a full wake-up. It's 2 a.m. Your baby is at the top of their 60-minute cycle and they begin to stir. This is where you use the pause. Instead of rushing in, wait 30 seconds. This window gives the infant's brain the necessary space to attempt crossing the light sleep bridge independently. Independent sleep is a learned skill.
It's difficult to listen to them fuss, and if they can't bridge the gap on their own tonight, that is a normal part of the learning process. The 60-minute cycle is a temporary phase of biological development. By trusting the science behind these waves, you guide your baby toward longer blocks of sleep and finally reclaim your own rest.